everybody, it's Patricia Noel Drain. Welcome to the first episode of DiscoveringYourCore.com. Why am I talking about my site? Because I am dedicated along with this site to helping us find our abilities, find our strengths, find our gifts, our talents that we came into this world with. And now it's kind of time to pay attention to them. Then you're going to have to give yourself permission. If you're on this call anyway, you're going to have to give yourself permission to make the money you deserve with those capabilities and those strengths that you have, and only you possess, by the way. Then you can go make your difference in the world. That's how I feel about what I'm doing now. That's why I have decided to commit myself to 52 weeks, 11 o'clock Mountain Time, every single Thursday, with you, the people that want to show up for this. As I said, I'm Patricia Noel Drain, and I'm going to be the host on every one of these calls moving forward. And you know what? I was caught up just like all of you. And I know all of you, because here's how we get caught up in this traditional path that we get on. We are told to go to school. You know, we're home, of course. We're born, and we're happy, and we're little sweet people, innocent. Then we go to school. And some of us go to school longer than others, but we go to school nonetheless. And all of a sudden, all that matters is, are you getting good grades? It's very important that you're getting good grades because that's what your life is about. Now you get out of school, whenever that is for all of us, and you have to go out and get a job. Because if you don't, you're not an adult. You've got to start making money. Hey, live up to what it is you're supposed to be doing here. You've got bills to pay. You've got a lifestyle to support. Right? That's the traditional method. No one pays attention to us, to our strengths, our skills, our natural abilities, so that we can move forward like that in the right direction. Okay, so I work with coaches, authors, speakers, and entrepreneurs. And what I do with them is I know they have a very important message because they tell me they do. And they tell me they really want to go out there with that message. But they have to make money. They have to make an income. This is a job for them. It's a calling. Yes, it is. But it's still something, a career move where you have to make money so that you can meet your obligations in life. Feed yourself. Okay. So these coaches and authors and speakers and entrepreneurs sometimes have a very difficult time giving themselves permission to make the money they deserve because it's their natural gift and talent and ability. Is that you? It was me for a long time. Thought I was supposed to do things for free. And by the way, I do a lot for free. But nonetheless, I'm still out there trying to educate people and teach people when I have to live and make a living, as you do. And so that's what all these 52 weeks are about, is really honing in on you, really focusing on you, probably for the first time that anybody ever has focused. Now, these calls, or I should say Facebook Live, should be probably 10 minutes or less. That's what I'm hoping. Today I'll start paying attention to how long this one is. And I want to share today 3 things. And I'll be sharing different things each episode. But today, here are the 3 things. Number 1, I want you to consider developing the method. Now, what do I mean by the method? Have you ever been in a position where you thought, I never thought about it like that before? Well, I have too. And when you do that, that's where you have a mind shift. And it's really fun to have that mind shift, is you start thinking about something in a completely different way. One of my mind shifts happened with a gentleman called Jim Rohn. He is not with us any longer, but he was a very inspirational self-awareness, self-development guru. And here was the quote, and I'm kind of paraphrasing this because I really don't know for sure that this is how he said it. But here's what he said. He said, be very grateful for everything that you have, for everything you've accumulated. However, aspire to want more, be more, and do more. And he gave me permission that day because I was told and taught, just be happy with what you have, for heaven's sake. Just sit there, be content. And I always knew that there was so much more I wanted to do. And so I just thought, well, if I'm supposed to be very grateful and thankful for where I am and what I'm doing, and I'm going to be content, then I can't want more. Once I heard that quote, that was my moment. Never thought about it like that before, Jim Rohn. Thank you, because it opened my mind, and I have grown so much since then. Here's tip number 2. Be aware of the 10-year theory. This one's big. Are you ready? If you have a pen, you might want to do it right now. Write down how old you will be in 10 years. Scary number, isn't it? Okay, here's another one. Write down how old you were 10 years ago. I think that one's scarier. It went by in a blink, didn't it? In a blink. And so my point is, design your life as much as you possibly can to bring all the joy and pleasure and the things you want to be doing with your life. Now, I am going to guarantee that life will happen. There will be deaths, births, there will be sickness, but you try to design the way you want to feel and the way you want to react to everything. So that's my tip number 2. There's my 3rd one. Be true to Mark Twain. That's funny, isn't it? What's Mark Twain have to do with this? Here it is. Mark Twain said there are 2 important days in our lives. The day you were born and the day you discovered why you were born. And I am focused on discovering why we were born, why we're here on the planet, how we're going to make a difference. That's what this whole live Facebook thing is about for me. It's nothing but giving out all the things that I have learned over the years to help us discover our core abilities and skills and strengths, and then go out and make the difference that you want to make in the world. Okay, here's your action step for this week, and I'm going to give an action step every week. Why else would I be on here? And I started this because whatever I tell you to do, I will do too. I want you to make a list of all the strengths that you know you have, or the capabilities, or the talents, because I swear you have a lot of them. You don't have just one, you have hundreds of them. And when I started making my list, I thought, well, mine isn't as good as his. Don't compare yourself. I was comparing myself to my artistic grandson, and he's an artist. No, I'm not an artist, but I know how to ask questions. I know how to listen. I know how to strategize. So I had to start making my list. Last week, I had everybody go on a 5-day challenge, and they did. And they were validated for their strengths, or they were given strengths that they didn't even know they had. So that might be something you'd like to try to fill out your list. So get your list started today. That's your action. Okay, so I invite all of you to do this. We have a Facebook group called Let's Make a Difference Today. You can just go type it in. I don't know how else to tell you to do it, to be honest, right now. But let's make a difference today. And we're going to be very interactive in that. I just started it, so I haven't really done much other than add the 5-day challenge videos to that. But I will be on there a lot, talking with people. And when I see somebody come on, I'll be saying, well, hello, and tell me what you're doing today, and how do you feel about this and this and this. So I want it to be very interactive. And here's the other thing I want to invite you to do. Now, I can only invite 10 of you. For the other thing, I can invite all of you to come on the group. But this one, I can only invite 10 because it's working with me for 15-minute strategy session. I've created a formula, and I actually named it Let's Make a Difference Discovery Session. I know how to do this formula to get you to think very clearly about what it is that you want, or whatever your situation is today. I'm very proud of it, so I'd like to try it on you, and it's free, complimentary, so you can take advantage of that if you'd like. All you have to do is you can private message me here on Facebook, or you can email me, Patricia@patriciadrain, DRAIN.com, and we will absolutely get together, and you will love talking about you. All of this, as I say, is all about you for the next 52 weeks, so if that makes you uncomfortable, you don't want to come on this one. All right, and I told you I'm going to end every one of them with one of my questions. This is from my packet of Discovering Your Core. And these happen to be very wise questions, WHYSE. Here's the question for you today to think about. What do you like the most about you? Well, you can answer that. What do you like most about you? You spend every day 24/7 with you, so you must like something really a lot about you. And then the big question is why? Why do you like that one thing? Why did you pick that out? So until we meet again, it's Patricia Noel Drain, and I'm right under 10 minutes. That's what I was waiting to see how this would be today and how it would load out. So until we meet again next week,